when it comes to living a life that fulfilling and give results, you have to have a structure in place that can help you to achieve that goal. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If I just see me for the first time, my name is Abigail Chidima, and what I talk about on this channel, I talk about personal development, intentional living, building healthy habits, and awesome growth. If this is the kind of thing that you love to hear, please kindly subscribe to become part of this family. So today I'll be talking about 7 strategies that can help your personal growth this year or going forward. So number 1, I'll talk about God factor. One of the things that I've come to understand is that when we want to start a journey of growth, or maybe we want to start a new year, we want to start a phase of our life where we want to be intentional, it's very important that we get to understand what God is saying to and know the areas that I want us to focus on. Let me give an example. Last year, one of the things that I was supposed to learn, but I was not as serious with it, was learning basic communication, that is public speaking. And thank God someone was able to recommend me to that, and I was able to learn that last year. And I would say that it's so timely because it's part of the things that I've been trying to learn. It's very important that we know what God is saying about our journey and what exactly He wants us to focus on. And number 2, write out your plans. What are your plans? What are the plans that you have going forward? You write them down. You know what the Bible says? In Habakkuk 2 verse 2, and the Lord said unto me, write a vision and make it plain upon tables, so that readers can run with it. So it's when we write our plans out that we actually know what we are to do. They are the plans that we are going to run with. They are the plans that when we look back, I'll be like, okay, these are the plans I wrote down for these particular seasons of my life, and this is what I've been able to achieve. So writing down our plans is very, very important in our personal growth, in our intentional growth. Number 3 is creating a structure. One of the things I learned last year is that when it comes to intentional growth, when it comes to personal development, when it comes to living a purposeful life, when it comes to living a life that is fulfilling and give results, you have to have a structure in place that can help you to achieve that goal. Structures like, for example, you have plans of studying a book in the first quarter of the year, maybe like 2 books. Then you're going to create a structure that, okay, on Monday, on Wednesday, on Saturday, I'll be reading, and this is a set time that I want to read. So once it's done Monday, no matter how busy you are, you've set that time already, that this is the time I'll be reading. And another thing with this creating a structure is that it will help you to work with emotions. You know, there's some days that we don't feel like doing anything. There's some days that we want to be lazy. There's some days that we just want to relax, just chill and not do anything. Yeah, those structure will be the one to keep you in place. They will be your accountability partners that will keep you in place and make sure that that plan that you have set out, you'll be able to achieve it. Number 4 is sticking to a daily routine. It's more like creating a structure, but this time around you're breaking it down into a smaller version. You're creating that into a smaller way in which you can be able to fulfill these plans that you have. Creating a routine is lead them to your to-do list. For example, now filming this video on a Monday. So Monday, I've planned that so time I'm going to film a video, which is part of my plan for 2026. Are you getting it? I'll break it down into a routine. So it's part of my routine that, okay, on Mondays by so time I'll be filming my videos, my content videos. That is it. So you include it into your daily routines. You help you to break down your goals into achievable form. You get that, right? Then number 5 is setting reminders, setting alarm. And this is one of the things I do best. Setting alarms and setting reminders have actually helped me a lot in a lot of ways. There's some meetings that if I don't set alarm for, I will end up missing them. There's some goals that if I don't set alarm for, I will not be able to achieve them when I'm supposed to achieve them. So setting alarm, if it's a reminder that works for you, that's fine. If it's alarm clock that works for you, that's fine. So set a reminder that will keep you updated and will remind you in case if you're busy with a lot of things, so that you're able to achieve those intentional goals, plans that you have set up already to do. Then number 6 is joining a like-minded community. This one cannot be overemphasized. You know, that WhatsApp group of like minds. It's very, very important in your intentional growth. This is one of the things that I'm grateful for last year, because one thing about this group is that you don't actually know the impact of this group until a particular phase in your life that need all the push in the world, and they will be there for you. And one thing about this thing is that it's not like literally they will be like everybody will be all over your business, but once you see people, what they post, what they comment, activities going on there, is enough to motivate you to step out of that unmotivational state you are in to become more productive. And you have heard this saying that if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go with others. So that proverb is actually true, because it's actually it takes a village. And this community of like minds are very important in our journey of intentional growth. So I'll advise you that sort out for WhatsApp groups that you know that will be impactful on your growth journey, and be a part of it and also commit to it. Number 7 is doing monthly or weekly evaluation, and this one is based on you. Either is weekly that you want to do it, or either is monthly, so that you're able to check back on your goals, check back on your plans, and know if you have achieved any of them, and know where to go from there. It's very, very important. Evaluation is very important. And one thing about this evaluation is that it helps you to be accountable. No self-leadership, able to be accountable to yourself first, also help you to prevent distractions, because once it's end of the month or end of the week, you're able to go back to your plans and be like, okay, these are the plans I've mapped out for this week, these are the plans I marked up for this month, which how many of them have I able to achieve, how many of them have I done, and which one is remaining for me to complete. You get? Now I have a bonus point, and this point is that try to minimize your screen time on social media. Yes, I know we don't say this a lot, but it's very important, because one of the things about social media is that if you're not disciplined enough, you might waste almost half of your day on social, scrolling without a particular direction. And this is one of the things I have to work on early last year. I noticed that I was once, and based on what I do, I post content and stuff like that. So it's easy for me to go on social media most times to post, to do one thing or the other. So I noticed that anytime I go on social media, I might plan that, okay, this social media, this is what I want to go and do. I want to go and check my profile, do something on my page. Before you know it, I will see one sweet reel like that. I'll just check it. Before you know it, I've swap. Before I remember myself, I spent 30 minutes. And what I went to do, I did not complete it, or I didn't even remember that this is what I went to do. So this was what I was getting myself into. So that last year, I have to sit down by myself. I'm like, no, this is not helping you. You're not being productive this way. So what I have to do is that normally my notifications are off, but this time around I'm so intentional with my notifications. Another thing again that I did was I have to create a time frame of when I'll be online and when I'll be offline. So once it's also time, I'm offline. Most of the time I'm online. So people that, and this actually work for people that are not, that business is not online. If a business is online, this is another case that you have to work on, because it can be so distracting. So if a business is not online, you can decide to create a particular time for yourself. This particular time, maybe in the morning, by certain time to this time, I will check my socials. In the evening when I come back from work, I will check socials. So throughout the day, you'll be productive, because that's what I did. I have to. It was so hard at the beginning, but I have to do it for my productivity. I have to do it, and it has worked so well. It has worked so well. So another thing I did was that those times that I know that I'll be free during the day, that I know that I have enough time in my hands. Instead of me going on social media, I intentionally have to replace it with another productive task. And with that, I'm busy and I don't have time to scroll on socials. This was what I have to do. I have to just do it, because, and at the end of the year, I found out that it was so helpful for me. The kind of person that you're struggling with keeping up with your social time and productive work, this will actually help you. Most importantly is that we have to create a balance. You know, there's time for work, there's time to rest, there's time for fun. We have to create a balance so that we're able to be productive, and at the same time, so we have time to rest. You get? Yeah, so that is it. Let me know this video now. Growth is very beautiful, but it has to be consistent, it has to be disciplined, it has to be intentional, and sometimes growth can be painful. The result will be worth it. So if you like to go on this intentional journey with me, please pack your bag and let's go. Let's go. The year is still fresh, so let's go. Let's go together. See you in my next video. Bye.